Ready?
Yep.
Good evening, friends. Sorry, no pregame tonight. Had some technical difficulties, but we got you just in time for kickoff. Declan O'Brien takes it at the 33-yard line, and he is met there immediately by the New Brighton Lions. Apologize, folks, but we do have live coverage now, and no pregame tonight. But Thad Sturgeon alongside producer Brad Windhorst and cameraman Dakota Marshall.
Cut you off, Thad, real quick. Who was kicking for New Brighton?
I didn't catch
kicker,
that. We were kind of so excited that we got on.
I need a number. Go in there. Who was it? Number 2? I need numbers because I'm doing stats. I got it. Who was returning? Is that Declan?
Declan O'Brien.
Okay.
Number 2, Trayvon Phillips was
Perfect.
the tackler.
Okay, now under centers, Chris Smiley, handoff to Elijah around that left side. He's at the 50, 45. It's a foot race down to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. First play from scrimmage. Elijah Palmer McCain goes 63 yards, basically untouched, all the way into the end zone for an Ellwood City touchdown. Just like that, 15 seconds into the game, it is 6-0. Wow. That's the start Coach Bradley wanted to start this game tonight. The Ellwood City Wolverines playing the New Brighton Lions. Wolverines coming in with just 1 win and 5 losses. New Brighton Lions come in with no wins on the season. Now to attempt the extra point is Caitlin Kreitzer, Declan Gray holding. They were offsides or there was movement of some sort. We have a penalty on the play. Brad, if we would have had a pregame show, we'd have talked that offsides.
Oh, we will. We're going to have a pregame here,
but we would talk about Elijah Palmer McCain. You know, we saw here last week can make that long run.
Yes.
And that was 63, was as long before, and that one last one was 63 yards.
Yep.
So give him the ball on the 37-yard line is what we're trying to say. There's a snap, kick is down, that kick is up, and it is no good. Pointed to the left a little bit was kicker Caitlin Kreitzer. But just like that, as I said, 15 seconds into the game, the Wolverines find themselves up 6-0.
I will also make a comment that it is just now 7:01.
Okay.
So this game started early. That was not the issue tonight, though.
Right.
For some reason, YouTube didn't like us tonight. We were ready to go. Everything's sitting here ready to go. You tried to hit the live button, and the live just said it ain't happening until, we did catch it. So at least we got it on camera.
We got it.
Yep. So a couple things here, folks. We'll put up the standings real quick so you can look them out. Beaver Falls 3-0 in conference play. Neshannock, Western Beaver, Riverside, Mohawk, Freedom, and in these bottom 2 teams here fighting for their first win, Ellwood City's looking, in section, Ellwood City looking to break 27 conference losses in a row tonight, and there are some big games tonight. Beaver Falls, Neshannock, Western Beaver, they've got big tests tonight to keep in that top 3 section. Keys tonight, early start, we got it. Boom, 1 for 1, relentless, and win the line of scrimmage.
Here's Kreitzer with the kick, and over kick, and it goes out of bounds, but it was touched.
Technically by 21.
Yep, so it's not a penalty for going out of bounds. And he really, if the penalty would have got at the 40-yard line, right?
Yep.
In here, they're going to start New Brighton, their first time on offense tonight from the 36-yard line.
38.
Brad, you were saying there earlier, the junior high, middle school played down here a week ago. The lines weren't painted. They got the lines painted. They got the yard lines painted.
Yeah.
So when we give you the we don't have the yards, so we're giving guesstimations. There's a handoff to number 5. Met in the backfield. Hard there by a host of Wolverines. And I'm going to say, getting up at the bottom of that pile.
I'm going to credit Maddox Singer, number 55.
Maddox Singer was in there to make it happen. Give him about a half a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9. You know, when we look over the roster, Brad, New Brighton, you know, we got the roster here today, and they're not updated on Max Prep, so we really don't have much information other than they are winless this season. There's some size to this team, but they have a team that struggled offensively. Swing pass out there, penalty on the play, and it does mark incomplete. I thought it was a backwards pass, but the official was right there to make the call, and penalty on the play.
One quick note we didn't say with that touchdown, that's another $50 for Club Hope on
Very
behalf of
accurate.
Michael's Furniture.
Yep, there
Good
we
stuff,
go.
Dakota. Somebody has to keep us in check.
Yep. Is that an illegal
shift?
And Coach Bradley and his staff at Ellwood City Wolverine coaches declined that penalty to keep it at 3rd down.
So number 3, the quarterback there, I believe, Kyler Rumbold.
Yes, we're trying to, for some reason, they turned the lights out on us, and
And unfortunately, we cannot control that.
no, we cannot. So on this 3rd and long 9, mishandles the ball, number 3. He goes around that right side, makes a man miss. He's taken out of bounds there by number 13 of the Wolverines, Caden Docchio. Going to pick up about 5.
There as well.
Pick up a 5 on the play. Going to bring up a 4th and 5 for New Brighton.
And that was number 3, correct?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, number 3 was the carrier.
Who was the tackler? Officially?
13 and 15.
Docchio.
Docchio and Declan Gray. Okay.
So
My
punt
apologies.
formation now.
We're good
For
now.
New Brighton back to receive the kick is Elijah Palmer McCain. Good snap. There's the kick. Line drive kick, and takes a big-time New Brighton bounce. Wow, all the way down to about the 16-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Wolverines from the 16, and we have a scrum ball on the field there. There was an ill-advised hit. I saw an Ellwood player
I'm glad
flying,
you saw it too.
and some of the Ellwood City took exception of that. Some words were said. The guys in the stripes got in there, broke things up. So 10-14 remaining here in this first quarter.
A 41-yard punt there by number 19, Bryson Porter-Jones.
Yes,
So good kick.
It rolled about half of that.
Correct.
So second play from scrimmage, first one. Yes, they're calling the ball on the 16-yard line. Smiley, the quarterback, in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off there to Elijah. Tries the right side this time. Makes a spin move. Nifty move there. Gets it out to about the 20-yard line. Nice hard run in there by Elijah Palmer McCain.
I'm going to say number 12 for the tackle on that one.
Yep, Nazir Humphreys.
So going to bring up second, and we'll call it a long 5. Oh, we'll call it 6 now for the Wolverines. Waits the snap, under center is Smiley. And whistle's blown, and looks like a false start.
Yes,
Going to march him back 5 yards here for the Wolverines. Nice crowd here tonight, senior night. New Brighton recognized their 5 seniors. Ellwood City made the trip down here. Stands look pretty full across the way, not that far to come down New Brighton. But folks, hey, don't forget, if you're not here at the game tonight and want to watch us with some friends, doggone. Restaurant Eatery is showing the game, as well as Mike's on Main Street. So stop by the local eateries. There's a handoff, a number 2 this time, Elijah, and does not get much running room there.
I'm thinking number 2 met him.
Yep.
So
Trayvon Phillips. 2 meets 2.
Really no minimal gain on a play, maybe a yard. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Wolverines.
And I'm not predicting a pass here, but we're going to probably see our first attempt at wide receivers. Yep, there you go.
Yep,
3
you got
bunches
them all
to the
spread
far
out.
side.
3 to the far side, 1 to the short side right. Smiley, hands off to Elijah, weaving his way through. And a nice hit there by number 3, Kyler Rumbold of New Brighton, to keep that run to a minimal of about a 1-yard gain. So it's going to be 4th down. We're going to call it 9 for the Wolverines. Declan Gray in punt formation. Back to punt. And number 3, who made the last tackle, Rumbold, the senior, Kyler Rumbold, off the side of the foot, and it almost made the stands. And I tell you what,
almost went into the trash can there.
Trash can. That would have been 2 points if he'd have made that. Not the punt. Declan coming in tonight with about a 28-yard average, and that one there was not going to increase that average. New Brighton now with wonderful field position at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, just the 13-yard punt, unfortunately, there.
Yeah, just off the side of the foot. He's been punting really well.
Yep.
So, New Brighton now with really good field position inside Ellwood territory at the 30-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Rumbold hands off there. Oh, big time hit. Declan O'Brien wrapped him up. Dodge was in there to make sure he didn't go any further. Really no gain on that play for the running back, who was
number 5, I believe it was, Michael Vion again.
Vion.
And I tell you what, you want to talk about making up for a punt?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, really. Excuse me, folks. Now on this 2nd and 10, New
Tight
Brighton didn't do
formation.
much on that. Got 1 wideout way out there to the right. On the keeper this time is number 3, Rumbold around the left side and got a.
Yep, he got a
Nope.
face mask.
Did he pull it?
Yep, they're going to call it.
I
Yep,
saw
he
the
did
guy
pull
reach.
it, unfortunately, but
Yep. I saw the official reach for the flag, but I don't see it on the ground.
we'll see. Yeah, he chucked it right in front of him. I'm wondering if it's going to be a 5.
Yep. Face mask.
Nope, they're going to. It looks like they're going to take the 15. Holy
Yep.
smokes.
Wow. New Brighton's not done much offense, but when they started the 30-yard line and then you get a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, all of a sudden New Brighton finds themselves in the red zone at about the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Lions, threatening here, down 6-0, 7:19 rolling clock. Rumbold in a shotgun this time. Gets the snap. Going to throw it out there to number 5. Up the way he goes, and he's taken down nicely by one of the defensive backs.
I'm going to say, once he gets out of the way, 44 possibly? Yeah, 44.
So Trent Schilling.
Trent Schilling with the tackle. Gain of about 4 on that pass play. That was to number 5, Vion, correct?
Yes, I believe so. Coming out of that backfield wise.
So now on this 2nd down, they're going to call it 6 on the board. A little different formation here we haven't seen yet tonight. And we have a whistle blow. I think we're going to have a timeout by New Brighton, their first of the night.
So, Thad, real quick, we will talk about those keys to the game here again. I think we already indirectly nailed one of them. Early start. You want to talk about it. Just 15 seconds into a game, you get a 6-0 lead. Then you want to be relentless. What that word means to me is you don't stop for 4 quarters. You keep attacking, you keep going, you keep running. This is a group that we've always come down here to Oak Hill Field, and it's been always tight. And you want to win that line of scrimmage. If you want some yards in offense, win line of scrimmage.
So Wolverines take their first time out. Obviously 2 remaining in this half. I think there was just something on the defensive side. Coach Bradley, he didn't like what he saw as they lined up that time. So on the 2nd down and 6, there's a handoff. Weaving his way through was Rumbold. Pushes his way forward, well short of the line and gain. It's going to be a 3rd down now and about 5.
I'm thinking possibly Dacio with the tackle.
Yep,
on that
Dacio and Mariacker coming out here. Dacio putting up some tackles here.
The sophomore getting better each week.
100%. Again, Thad, with that tight formation, now they slide 22 out a little bit.
Right out a little bit, and we have a timeout, it appears.
Elwood.
No, I think he pointed. Yes, I pointed toward Ellwood.
Yeah.
No, the timeout was for New Brighton. The first one, I misspoke.
You're okay.
And
yep. So, hey, two each.
Yep.
There we go.
So coming down this timeout with 5:47 remaining. Ball, I say, is on the 8-yard line, and a 3rd and 4 now for New Brighton. Ellwood City coming off the loss last week from Mohawk, 32-13. And a pretty good Western Beaver team the week before that handled things, beating them 47-14.
Oh boy, here we go. You
Band
knew it was
wars.
coming. The band wars.
There we go. Early on, first quarter.
Yeah.
So on this New Brighton third down attempt, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Quick pass out there through the hands of number 2, Trayvon Phillips. And no gain on the play, but he was well covered there. New Brighton early on, I know not a lot of plays yet, have not really gone vertical with the pass. A lot of it's been horizontal. You're now at 4th and 4.
If that pass was completed, though, he did have a couple blockers,
Little
out there,
blockers
but
out
I think
there.
Wolverines would have covered that one and kept
So
it to
a
a
big
minimal
fourth
gain.
down play here for
Huge.
the Wolverines defense as well as the offense of New Brighton. Waits the snap, looks back, wants to pass. Out of the pocket he goes, taken down there for the sack. Big number 73 on that fourth down sack. Evan Twiddell, his second tackle for a loss this season, and that was a big one there on fourth down. Taken down, the quarterback rumbled. There's nobody open for him downfield. The pocket collapsed. Ball over on downs and all the way out to the 15-yard line. So 7-yard loss on the sack by Twiddell.
And you want to talk about a player coming of age. In the past 2 weeks, that's 2 sacks at least now in the 2 weeks.
Yes, and a couple
Big
tackles
ones.
for loss. Smiley out there to Gavin Partridge. Up that right side he goes. He's got a lane. He's at the 30, 35. Gets up to the 36-yard line. A 21-yard gain for Gavin Partridge. Number 5 for Michael Vion with the tackle. Touchdown-saving tackle if you're a New Brighton fan, because Partridge was out there, got the ball at about the line of scrimmage, and off to the races he went. Chris Smiley on the season passing. He's 51 for 108, 4 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions. Need him to start minimizing that just a bit. Smiley, the lefty, throws it out there this time. Number 9, pick up about 3.
Number 8.
Number 8, I'm
Yep,
sorry.
you're okay.
Number 8, Michael Walters. Kind of the same play as before.
Why not?
1 to the left, 1 to the right. And a nice pickup of about 5 yards there on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Wolverines.
Number 55, Xander Reynolds with the tackle for the Lions.
So Smiley now in the shotgun. Hands off to Elijah.
Blockers.
He lost his footing. And
Yep, he did.
You made mention of this earlier. Some pretty hard dirt out there.
Yeah.
That field's harder than Chinese algebra. There's dirt we can see out there. It's pretty tough. I've never done Chinese algebra, but I'm thinking it's
I
pretty
was going
hard.
to say, I don't think you'd be the type to do so.
So 3rd down and 2 for.
Although you did say how many deer that you saw on your property or whatever?
No, we're not talking about that. I don't need everybody to know what city hunting up the farm. So 3rd and 2, Smiley under the shotgun. You don't know much about hunting. And really no gain. He's
Nothing,
actually pushed back. I kind of like the play call, just was not executed.
Correct.
Vion, it looked like, Vion getting up from the bottom of the pile, but there was a whole host of Lions there.
You got Lions.
I did.
You got it.
Here a couple years ago, folks, if you're new to listen to this, I spent a whole half of a game calling New Brighton Tigers. You do not want to mess up Beaver Falls and New Brighton, because I was reminded of it many times. Okay, big 4th down here is Smiley under center. New Brighton all selling out, thinking it's going to be a sneak. Hands off to Elijah. Makes a man miss. 2nd effort, gets the 1st down. Goes a little bit further, all the way down to the 42. Needed 1. Got about 6 on that big 4th down conversion. Something the Wolverines have not done real well this year is turning that 4th down conversion, but they did that time. Guess they're going to mark it on the 48. You don't realize the importance of yard lines until they're not there.
I told you, it's not going to be easy.
So either way, 1st and 10. Smiley, handoff there this time to Pierce. Got a seam around the right side. Nice block by Partridge. Up the right side goes Pierce down to about the 32-yard line. Nice run of about 15 yards for Dante Pierce.
Initial hit by number 5, but followed up by number 12 for the Lions.
So 5 Vion and then 12 Nazir Humphreys.
Saying Vion's name a lot tonight. He's in the plays quite a bit. So another first down. Move the sticks, why don't you, the Wolverines. Smiley. Handoff to Elijah. Finds that left side. Followed his block. Makes a man miss. Foot race the outside. He gets the first down. Down to about the 17-yard line.
Yep. Number 12 with the tackle once again.
So Humphreys, so just like number 5 Vion, Humphreys is getting his name in the tackles. Big gain there down to, we're going to call that, officially the 18-yard line. So
looks like
a pickup of 15. And I tell you what, Thad, you want to talk about clouds of dust. This is not clouds of dust at all.
They're running left, they're running right, they're running up the middle.
Over 130 yards already.
Smiley, hands off to Pierce. Finds the left side. Flag comes in there, and Pierce forced out of bounds. Well, we'll wait to see what this flag is. I think this one is coming back. So, yes, a holding against Ellwood City. Spot foul, come back 10 yards. Looked like it happened about the line of scrimmage. I'm going to guess we're going to be about a 1st and 20 now. Yes, the ball inside the 29-yard line. So 1st and 20 for the Wolverines. Need to overcome these penalties.
Yes.
The last drive kind of got stalled out because of illegal procedure.
And on the season, their penalties have been really low. It's just these are drive killers at times.
They can be. Now on this 1st and 20, Smiley. Quick pass out there to Partridge. Has to jump up and get it. Good catch. Taken down there by number 12, Humphreys. Minimal gain on the play, but a nice, had to go up the ladder, did Partridge, but picked up about 4 yards on that play. You know, early going in this game, Smiley, and we'll stick around halftime. I know we're just coming down to the end of the first quarter. We'll have all the halftime stats, but Smiley's completion is doing really good tonight.
3 for 3. Looks like he's clear. It's right and it's there. That one was a little bit high, but I also know that he had to get that one out there quick.
Yes, he did. One of the first times tonight he's seen some pressure. On this 2nd and 18, Smiley, the lefty, wants to go deep.
I like
to
it.
Walters.
He's
got
got
his
him
man down there, and he just turned a little bit too quick.
Yep.
The ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down.
So Michael Walters there got some separation from number 5 Vion, I believe, on that play, but just on the left shoulder, right
curled
shoulder.
a little bit, curled a little quick.
Yeah.
And
number 21 was
okay,
there
so
with
20.
Walters.
Okay, so it was Jaden Salata. Okay, it was either one of the two, 5 or 21.
Yeah, 21 was down there.
So 3rd and 18 from the 26. This is something where maybe 2 down territory. You want to split this in half.
I think you're looking at that. So 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Smiley, a little bit of a low snap, rolling out to the left. He's got lots of room in front of him. Sets, he fires down.
He's
the field.
got him.
And,
Too high again.
Little too high for Walters. Was unable to get his hands around the ball. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down.
And Walters literally started on the 20 marker, like the 28-yard line on this side of the field. Something we don't usually see. We don't see Walters on the close side a lot. He ran across the field to post, meaning right to the end zone, and it was right there. He beat his man. It's just a little bit too high.
And Smiley, the quarterback for the Wolverines, had time that time.
He did have
Good
time.
Good protection.
And I like the play. Roll him out, get him out in the open, let him dissect the field a little bit.
He's got his feet set. So another 4th down. The Wolverines converted 1 for 1 on this drive on 4th down. False start.
Yep, somebody moved on that far side.
Yeah, the new Brighton backfield was quick to point that out. Marching back 5 yards.
Now, to me here, I personally, I know you want to be aggressive. I'm punting us, pinning them deep, and I think that may change here.
I disagree.
I like pinning them back. Let your defense ride.
Well, I think two schools of thought on that. I guess my thought is you're going against a team that's a struggling offense. What's the difference if we start at the 30 or the 15? Take a chance. Hit in the backfield, and was Smiley unblocked coming in was number 2, Trayvon Phillips, and Smiley didn't know what hit him as Phillips came off that line. See, you should have punted.
I told you.
So
I told you. I just
ball over on downs now. 56 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
And I don't want to say that we got lucky, but that ball kind of looked like it was very, very close to coming backwards.
Yes,
I know you want to keep your thoughts to yourself on that one a little bit.
I think you could.
You could have
from this
vouched.
vantage point.
There's a
Both
possibility.
ways. So anyway, New Brighton now back on offense. Quarterback Rumbold gets. There's a hand. Quick pass out there to number 5. Going to try that right side.
So Declan O'Brien on the backside
Yep.
and Mariacker on that tackle for sure.
So Vion with the catch. Pickup of about, not much, about 3. Really, we've yet to see New Brighton throw the ball across the line of scrimmage. Beautiful night for football. Little chill in the air. But flags are blowing a little bit. No rain in the forecast. So on this 2nd and 7 now. Low snap. But picks the ball up and runs. Right side is number 3. And hit there short of the line again.
Gavin Partridge.
Gavin Partridge was in there to make the stop.
And that's
So
the first quarter.
that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the Ellwood City Wolverines leading this contest 6-0. We'll take a quick break.
Yep.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, as we start this second quarter of action here of the Ellwood City Wolverines down here in New Brighton, taking on the New Brighton Lions. It's 2nd down and 2.
Sorry,
Third down. Third down and 2.
Yep.
On the keeper, and Mariacker slows him up, and he takes him down. Tackle for a loss. Brighton Mariacker
Huge.
with the huge tackle for loss there.
He's going to lose about 3 or 4 on the play. It looks like 4. Back to the 37. That's a big play there.
Yes, it is. Going to bring up 4th down and about 5 for New Brighton.
So far in that first quarter, New Brighton had 15 total yards on 11 plays. They got to get something here, especially on 4th down.
4th and 5. Wolverines defense looking at everything. Gets the snap. Under pressure, throws it, and it is going to be applaud the effort for the catch, but was out of bounds. The catch was not made. Credit good coverage there.
Very
to
good
Deontay
coverage.
Pierce sticking right with number 21, Salada. Ball falls incomplete. That was 4th down, folks. Ball over on downs. Wolverines now start inside New Brighton territory at the 37-yard line. So great field position now for.
And give credit to Dante Pierce. He didn't interfere. You know what
No,
he did? He looked at the ball, and he started leaning back out of bounds, and that forced the wide receiver out. You can do that. That's legal. And he did it really, really well.
Great play there by Dante Pierce. So Smiley now in the shotgun. Elijah Palmer McCain to his right. Quick pass out there to number 5 up the skirts up that right side.
Daylon Curry.
20, 15, making him a little late turn. He's all the way down to the 15-yard line. Curry with a nice run, pick up about 22 yards.
Met by number 5 to drive him out of bounds.
And Vion with the tackle, pushing him out of bounds. This will be 1st and 10 now for the Wolverines.
So officially, I believe the 16. I like how they're
16.
coming up. They're coming up to the line so quick, and
Yes,
they're
they
not
are.
even ready on the board.
Yes, they are. Smiley. Hands off to Dante Pierce. Up the middle he goes. He's down to the 5-4-3 and just stopped there at about the 3-yard line was Dante Pierce. Pick up of 13 on the play. Another first down for the Wolverines brings up now 1st and goal.
Possibly number 3 with the tackle there.
Rumbold.
So gain of 13 there in that first down. I tell you what,
Yes.
between Pierce and Palmer, they got 113 yards
Wow,
plus.
113 yards rushing, and we're not even 14 minutes into the game. 1st and goal now, the Wolverines. Smiley under center this time. Curry to the right, Walters to the left. Hand off to Elijah around that right side.
Go.
And
That's going to be a face
tackle,
mask or something.
But there is a flag down there.
Number 3.
Yep.
And number 3, Rumbold with the stop. Nice takedown of McCain about at the line of scrimmage. We'll wait to see what the call is.
It's going to be a person.
Holding.
Oh,
No,
wow.
holding against Ellwood City. Going to knock him back 10 yards.
I apologize, folks. I saw when Palmer kind of got pulled
Yeah,
down,
he
had the shoulder there. I thought he had the face mask. I apologize. I was way off.
So now ball is all the way back out to about the 14-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal now from the 14. And this is something we saw earlier in the season. The Wolverines got into what we call into that red zone and came away with no points.
Yep. Kinda went
Turnover,
backwards.
something. They went backwards. Hopefully they get that solved here tonight. Smiley back to pass. The lefty
boy.
throws. Oh, it was tipped, almost intercepted. Dangerous play there because he had Mariacker wide open in the center of the field. And was the ball tipped, Brad?
No, it wasn't tipped. He just threw. He had to get so quickly rid of it. It just fell short that quick.
Fell short into almost the fingertips
Yeah.
of one of the New Brighton line defenders.
I think that was number 58.
I think so.
No, 55. My
55
apologies.
was? Okay, so 2nd and goal from the 13. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 short side right. Smiley hands off to Dante. Weaves his way through. Keeps his legs churning. And he's going to pick up positive yardage. Oh, what looks to be about the 9-yard line. So pick up a 4 on that 2nd down run.
Either 52 or 57 in for the tackle there.
Hunter Lewis and Tyrone King for Lions.
So 3rd and goal now, the Wolverines. Inside the 10-yard line, about the 9-yard line. Smiley in the shotgun. Handoff this time to Elijah Palmer McCain. Into the end zone he goes for the 9-yard touchdown run. Just like that, 12-0 Wolverines on the 9-yard run by Elijah Palmer McCain.
12-6.
Yep. 12. No, it's definitely 12-0. It's definitely 12-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's got the points on the
Scoreboard
wrong
says
side.
otherwise.
Yeah, they
So
got
a
they
big,
got it
big
wrong.
scoring drive there for the Wolverines that started. Where'd that drive start at, Brad?
That was the turnover on downs here at
About the 35-yard
Yeah,
line.
37
So
officially.
a nice
Yep.
drive for the Wolverines there. A little bit of run, a little bit of pass. The score 12-0. It appears that they're going to go for 2.
Give credit. Palmer McCain now 2 rushing touchdowns.
One of 63 and one of 9. Smiley, quick throws out there to Walters. He
He got it. Oh, he dropped it.
dropped
Oh,
it. So
Good
the
coverage.
extra point or the 2-point conversion does not go. Good coverage there. Was
Yep.
that 22?
I believe you're correct. Yeah.
Martinez.
Yep.
So just like that, with 8:50 remaining in the second quarter. That's 12-0. With that touchdown, another $50 from Michael's Furniture donated to Club Hope. So, Wolverines, we kind of talked, off the air beforehand, Brad. Two teams here that are, one-win team with the Wolverines, no wins for New Brighton. New Brighton's offense has not been that spectacular this season. The Wolverines, wanted to see improvement, and we're seeing improvement here tonight by that score of 12-0. Doing it via the big plays, and then just getting first downs.
Right.
Going down the field.
And Wolverines have battled each game. The problem is just to try to do it for 4 quarters.
Exactly.
When you're a young team like that, youth, you got to have some time with it. And, hey, give them credit. 12-0 lead here. Let's keep it going.
And here's Mariacker with the kick. Kind of squibs it and falling on there.
He fell
at
on
about
it this time.
50-yard line.
Number 52.
Was number 52.
And it kind of looked like New Brighton was ready for that.
Yeah,
I think they were looking at some tape. Yep.
Hunter Lewis with the recovery, the kickoff recovery. We'll call it that anymore, just fell on it.
Yep.
So ball resting right around that 50-yard line. So New Brighton now with 1st and 10. Not much offense here tonight for New Brighton at this point.
I was going to say, the flip side, though, is you get the ball to 50. You only got 50 yards to go. Let's do something here on offense.
So everything in tight now for
and timeout maybe?
Yep, I believe so.
I think there was a substitution issue because the coach is talking to number 9 here, unfortunately.
So New Brighton with their second timeout. They have 1 remaining. Stick around, folks, for the halftime. We'll have the Ellwood City Band and the New Brighton Lion Band, as well as halftime stats.
Yep. And out of town scores, some big ones out there. Western Beaver travels to Riverside. That's a big Beaver County match up there in the MAC conference. You've got Mohawk and Beaver Falls, and then you've got Neshannock. That one's on the Lawrence County Sports Network. Neshannock and Freedom, a 7:30 start there from Freedom area. Some big games, and I think this is where you're going to see the top 3 teams. If they win tonight, they're going to separate themselves from the bottom 5 teams, with 2 teams they're kind of fighting for those last 2 spots. I know the other big one, I know we were talking about that, Union and Rochester.
Yes,
that's
that should be a
big
great
one.
Game. Union just surprises me.
Always.
They're the last couple of years, small roster, but they find ways to win games. Okay, 1st and 10 now after that timeout. Got things spread out a little bit more. Back to pass. Number 10 in there for quarterback.
Yep.
Throws it down there and caught there, intercepted by number 20, Jackson Kerr. Up that far sideline. Gets it back to the 40-yard line. There's a flag. The flag was after the interception, but Jackson Kerr looked like he was catching a punt back there.
He did.
Just waiting for that ball. Number 10 was the quarterback, Brian Taylor Jr. Most certain that was the number I saw, Brad.
Yep. Yeah, it's number 10.
Was in at quarterback and throws that interception. They tried going deep. One of the first times tonight they tried going, put a little pressure on the Ellwood City defensive backfield, and Jackson Kerr, the freshman, said, "I'll take that ball," and a nice return after that. So, okay, had a personal foul, helmet to helmet hit.
Yeah.
I did not see it, but the guys in stripes did. So it was during the return.
Yeah, so he brought it back to the 42 on the interception. And then mark off, it should be about 15 yards. It should be 15. The 27-ish?
Yep, we're at the 27-yard line.
Hey, how about that?
There you go. So the Wolverines gets the first turnover of the night with that Jackson Kerr interception. And that was just a situation where the quarterback was throwing to a spot, not a person.
Good call.
His guy was not there. So Smiley in the shotgun. Handoff there, nothing going that time for number 2, Elijah Palmer McCain. He was hit there in the backfield by number 2, Trayvon Phillips. really loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up a second down, and I guess we'll call it 11. Hey, folks.
Oh, we got a flag. Hold on one
flag
second.
here.
Yeah. Is this going to be an illegal substitution? Something was said.
They just come out of the Wolverines just coming out of the huddle.
Yeah.
They weren't
Something
even
happened.
out yet. And
No, it was quick. It was quick
he's
as New
throwing the
Brighton
flag.
came out like that. Now they're going to have an investigation. Dun, 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 dun.
They're talking to the coaches from New Brighton. 8:15 remaining. Score 12-0 in favor of the Wolverines. So the officials now are going back toward the football.
Now we're going
Now
to
we're
go
gonna
past
talk to
Coach
Coach
Bradley.
Bradley and his staff.
I'm wondering if this is going to be offsetting penalties. I'm wondering if something was said. Because the fact that you're talking to both coaches, it almost makes me wonder, like, something was said or
Right.
usually a choice of words are said and then all of a sudden, okay, we're not having this. While we have the timeout, if you noticed with the cheerleaders and both football teams, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month for October, so you'll see pink. And I know there's going to be some type of pink out night coming up. I'm not really sure where and when and how, but we're going to make it happen. So there's that going on. That's all across Lawrence County and all of Western Pennsylvania for breast cancer awareness.
Speaking of big things going on,
Mm-hmm.
next Friday night,
Oh, yeah.
the Ellwood City Wolverines take on the Beaver Falls.
No. You're one headed. You're one head.
I'm a week ahead.
You're a week ahead. We're at Neshannock next week.
We're at Neshannock. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you're thinking one ahead.
All right. So the penalty was just the officials wanted to talk to the coaches, and they talked. And now Wolverines with the ball on that 2nd and 11. Handoff there. Weaving his way through.
Still up.
Elijah still going. Gets about 8 yards on that play.
The only thing is I kind of wish we had a little bit of an explanation.
Yeah,
I don't
would
need you
be
to
nice
tell
have.
me, but just tell
But
me offsetting or something.
Elijah gets about 8 yards on that run. Not sure who made the tackle. I don't know if you got it, Brad.
Yeah,
but-
I want to say I'm going to credit the Humphreys because I think
Okay.
he came up from that free
That's
safety,
good.
that last hit.
3rd down, and we're going to call it a long 2 now for the Wolverines. Been pretty good on 3rd down. Dante Pierce weaves his way through, gets the 1st down, plus 2 more, gets it out to the 40-yard line. He needed the 36, got to the 40 for the 1st down. And one thing I'm noticing about Elijah and Dante running here tonight, they're kind of getting a little bit of holes. They're getting them creases, and they're hitting them.
Yes. They're
Maybe
elusive.
a little bit dance, and then they're hitting them, and they're
Exactly.
keep going forward. You have 2 sophomore running backs. I think that's just part of the maturation process of these guys getting more, all the playing time. They're the workhorses in the backfield on this 1st and 10 from the 40. Handoff to Elijah. There it is, just weaves his way through, and next thing you know, he's got 9 yards for a 1st down, for on a good 1st down run.
And that is right. Next week is homecoming, Beaver Falls.
Is this Beaver Falls next week?
Yep.
I'm way off.
Neshannock's the following week.
I thought I
You
was
know
onto
what?
something.
Let's make it easy. Here we go.
I just looked at the calendar.
There you go. There you go. Homecoming, Beaver Falls. There you go.
And that will be at home.
And it will be on the new field.
We'll get to the new turf, new field next week, 2nd and 1. Smiley in the shotgun. Hand off to Elijah. Weaves his way through. Gets the 1st down.
It's going to be a face mask as well, I want to
But
say.
number 12 was in there to make the stop. Humphreys.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the face mask as well. Put it this
So
way,
there's a
the
1st
entire
down.
Ellwood bench went
Right,
bonkers.
Right. Personal foul, face mask. So going to be an easy 15 yards now for the Wolverines, taking the ball all the way down to the 34-yard line. Oh, mark it just inside the 35. And they had a 1st down. We'll keep that 1st down. But next Friday night, folks, mark your calendars. Do whatever you do on your phone to put your reminder. Do all that stuff because you will want to be at Helling Stadium in Ellwood City for that 7 o'clock kickoff for the unveiling of that new field. Smiley in the shotgun. Handoff. Elijah falls his way forward for about 4 yards. Going to be stopped there by number 52 of the Lions. Lewis that time with the tackle, pickup of about 4 on that play. But should be a great night. Be the first game on turf.
Yep.
In Ellwood City.
How about that?
History. Witness history, folks. Be there next Friday night. As Dakota said, it is homecoming. Be a big night. So Smiley now with his team with a 12-0 lead. He's back to pass. Looking deep, got a man down there. Oh, just missed the hands, and we don't have a number 28 on our roster. Have we been told who that is? Ethan Patterson.
Yep, Ethan Patterson.
Thank you. Aiden, the huddle camera guy. He's on top of it tonight. Ethan Patterson, and just unable to connect on that second down play. So quick. I like how the Wolverines are getting quick to the line. And that's going to force.
I think you got a timeout, Ellwood.
Yeah, timeout by Ellwood City. Hey, folks, something that the football boosters here in Ellwood City do every Thursday night. They've been doing it for a long time. I think they fed David before he met Goliath. They've been doing it so long. But last night, Thursday night dinner was brought to them by Roxanne Gagrick, the Luciano Gagrick's mom, and Becky Rue, number 55's mom, Maddox Singer. So we certainly thank them, too, for supplying the Thursday night dinner last night. And I'm sure it was very, very good as always, and I'm sure the players certainly did appreciate it. But, hey, we need your help, folks. Brian Partridge, the football boosters. With the concession, going to have 2 more home games this year, going to have a junior high, middle school game. They need some help in the concession stand. So if you're a football parent, you don't even need to be a parent. If you're an alumni, you just want to help out the boosters. They make great money on that concession stand, but it does not run itself. So reach out to the boosters if you can help out next Friday night for that. Oh, fumble there. The snap. Smiley, I think, tried to fall on it, but New Brighton thinks they got it. We'll wait to see what the officials say.
They do.
And New Brighton does get on that for the Wolverines' first turnover of the night. And the snap just came back a little short.
Number 55. Number 55 on the recovery.
55. Xander Reynolds with the recovery. So 1 turnover for New Brighton with the interception by Ellwood City. And then that drive now by Ellwood City is stalled by a fumble. So New Brighton now down 12 points, 12-0, just a little over 5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Sends a man in motion this time. Back to pass. Number 10 throws it, connects this time to number 3. Bombard finds his way forward. He's at the forward 50. Biggest play of the night for the Lions as number 10, Brian Taylor, coming in at quarterback. And that pass was number 5, Vion. Am I correct, Brad?
I believe so.
Vion, and he takes up 17 yards to get it to about the 48-yard line.
And I'm going to say number 20, Jackson Kerr, with the tackle for the Wolverines.
So 1st and 10, is that the Brighton's first down of the night?
Yes.
So with 4:41 remaining, New Brighton Lions get their first down of the night.
Check that. That was number 3.
Number 3, okay.
So it was 10-3.
Okay, Rumbold. So kind of the same kind of formation this time, sends a man in motion. Taylor in at quarterback. Hands off this time to number 3. Met there. Daccio was there, said, hello. You're not going any further. Dotch with the tackle for a loss. That's about his 4th or 5th tackle for a loss on the season for Daccio. Loss of 2 on the play. He just cut through that line like nobody was there. So 2nd and 12 now.
Just under 4 minutes remaining in this first half.
And New Brighton has 1 timeout.
Just 1 timeout each, yep.
I think if you're the Wolverines right now, you're winning in the stat column, you're winning 12-0, but you don't need to let New Brighton hang around and get a score here on this waning moments of this first half. Taylor, back to pass, under pressure by Mariacker, slips to his fingers, Down he goes. Hit from behind. Maddox Singer. And O'Brien comes up and cleans him up. Was Taylor. He ran a long way to lose another yard. Going to bring up a 2nd and 13. So great pursuit there by that, the front line of the Wolverines that time, and the linebackers came up through there, O'Brien and Mariacker. But give Hobel some credit there on that line, as well as number 72 for the Wolverines.
Right,
Grinnan. Ryder Grinnan.
Ryder Grinnan.
So 3rd and 14, it says on the board. Back to pass. Taylor rolls out, throws it out there. The number 3 gets it. Trent Schilling there to slow him up, and to bring him down was Declan Gray, keeping that to about a 8-yard gain.
There is a flag back here.
We do. Okay.
Yep. I'm wondering if it's going to be a hold. Because somebody was coming off that edge.
Yeah, someone around that edge.
I would send him back here. You still got a 1 timeout, 2:34. Send him back. And there you go. Holding. They're going to send him back.
They are. We'll replay 3rd down. 2:34 remaining. Thing is, that's a spot foul. Well, he moved the flag up a little bit, but still, you're coming from the 45.
So
takes it all the way back to the 35.
That's a big penalty.
So you got a 3rd and.
I got 27 officially.
I was going to say 26 and a half.
It's somewhere in that range. Oh, okay.
So 3rd and a long way. The board says 31. So Taylor now in the shotgun. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. You've seen this from New Brighton in the past. A little bit of a low snap. Taylor pursued by Twiddell.
Grinnan.
I'm sorry.
Now Declan's got him. Oh, nope,
Oh,
finishing it up.
cleaned it up. Who was that came from nowhere?
Let's see who that was. I see him right now. Show him 17.
Mariacker.
Mariacker, the senior, comes in.
I need our players to move so I can get numbers.
So back to, I think, officially the 30.
He's coming in.
Looks like that's where
30.
it's spotted.
Yep, the 30.
So it'll be 4th down now here for New Brighton, and they have punt formation coming on. Elijah Palmer McCain going back to receive the punt.
And you know what the other big thing is, Dad? He was out of bounds. That stopped the clock.
Yes, it did. 2 minutes remaining. So the Wolverines, with 1 timeout, will have a little bit of a chance to try their hurry-up offense. Waits the punt. Good snap. Kick is decent kick there. Taken by Elijah to 39.
Good
and
tackle.
Tackled there and driven back.
And
Blow the
there's a
whistle.
flag
More
here.
flags coming in.
Oh, boy.
Things are getting chippy out there.
I would
Number
say.
3, Rumbold with the stop. Really no return for Elijah. He had the right idea. You know, you could have fair caught that, but good downfield coverage that time by New Brighton. But we got 2 flags on the field.
And I think they're 2 separate ones.
I do
actually.
too, the way they were thrown.
Yeah, which could be a hold, and then this could be a block in the back. But we'll see.
Yep.
There's your hold.
On Ellwood City.
Yep.
That penalty's declined.
Now they're going
Next
to
one.
call targeting per se. Not
Yep,
targeting. It's
helmet to helmet.
aggressive hitting. That's
Aggressive
what
hitting,
it's
is that the
literally
official
called
term?
aggressive hitting now.
Okay, it happened there at about the spot, the 49-yard line. So I believe they're going to march it back.
It's a tack on 15, basically.
Yeah.
So it should be somewhere around the 38-ish, maybe?
32.
32.
32 is happened at the 47 is where the flag was dropped. So a minute 50 remaining. The Wolverines, they did score once really quick here tonight. First play of the game, 63-yard run by Elijah. As I said, folks, stick around for halftime. So 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Elijah comes in, stands beside Smiley. Fakes it, throws it out there to Curie. Makes a man miss. Nice driving tackle there by Taylor. Stays in bounds. Going to give him forward progress. Pick of about 3 to about the 35-yard line. Going to pick up of 2 on that.
And as much as these splash plays have kind of worked, where you get it out in the open and go. I think you got to start getting something vertical.
Well, I think I agree. On this 2nd and 7, handoff to Elijah. Picks his way through. Stumbles a little bit.
That
keeps
works
his
too.
footing. Going to go up that right side. He's got the first down and taken out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Picked up 11 on that play. Moved the sticks for the first down. More importantly, stopped the clock by going out of bounds. Wolverines with 1 timeout.
Driven out by number 5 for the Lions.
So Beyond. Beyond's got to be up there.
Yeah,
He's got 5 right now clocked.
So on this 1st and 10, you got Partridge far out to the right on the short side. 3 wideouts for the Wolverines to the left. A little bit of snow snap. Nice dump there to Elijah. Makes the first wave miss. He's got a blocker. Gets it down to about
he fumbled
the
it.
28. He fumbled it?
He did fumble it, but I think he fell right back on it.
He fell back on it because there was no one else there.
Gets it down to the 38-yard line. That's going to be a timeout with 1 minute and 1 second remaining.
I don't blame him. Like, listen, guys, we got to hold the ball. Holy smokes.
Yeah, there was a fumble on that play, but I like that play. They had everybody spread out and get it to your speedy guy.
Yep.
Dumped it to him about the line of scrimmage.
And he was being very elusive on that tackle there. He kind of raised his left arm, and that's the arm that the ball was in. When he raised it up and over, it got popped out from behind, but he did fall on it. Very lucky.
So, turnovers in this half are 1-1, interception for the Wolverines and a fumble recovery for New Brighton.
I'll just say real briefly while we're in the timeout, if you're looking for something to do, come out to Moravia Presbyterian Church tomorrow. We will have our 9th annual Fall Festival from 10 to 5. That's
there you go.
The intersection of Route 18 and 168.
So it should be a lot of fun. Make your way down there tomorrow if you can. So Smiley wants to go. He does go deep. Got his man down there, and it's caught by
Dalen
number
Curry.
6.
Wait,
Gavin Partridge.
Gavin
Partridge with a 37-yard touchdown catch. We have a flag on the play.
Oh, boy.
Son of a gun.
Yep.
Holding Ellwood City. Got to take points off the board. Hate to do that because that was just a beautiful, pretty play.
It was right in stride, too. Oh.
Smiley hit Partridge in stride inside the 5-yard line. Into the end zone he went. But no avail.
And I went and did the exact same thing you've done between like the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 numbers. They all look alike.
Right. But either way, ball is now at the 50-yard line. Going to bring up a 1st and 22. Doggone.
Yeah.
That was pretty. Right up until the hold.
Yeah.
So let's go with that same formation again and do it again. Smiley this time. He hands off to Palmer McCain. Makes a man miss. Up the left side. He's got a hole there. Going to take it down about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the play.
Number 5 with the tackle again.
Vion. Pretty much don't have to look.
I think they're calling for an injured player here.
Yes.
Yeah, number 55 for the Lions.
And that the Wolverines they're out of timeouts.
Correct.
They don't say on the scoreboard here.
Right.
But this injury timeout, he's up on his feet and walking off the field via his own power. But yes, don't forget next week, homecoming. We will have an earlier broadcast.
Correct.
We will be covering the homecoming festivities, probably 6:25, 6:30 to meet the homecoming court.
Yeah, without those timeouts, now you got to use the sideline and the first down markers for sure.
Yes. So 2nd and 8 now. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the short side left. Back is Smiley. Going deep. He was held. Oh, Partridge, and I saw a jersey being pulled out there. Either way, ball falls incomplete. That does stop the clock. Going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 8 once again, another one of them plays. I like the play call. I like just was not quite executed the way you would like. So Smiley now in shotgun. Got 3 wides to the right. Got Curie, Gray, Partridge to the right, Walters to the left. Back to pass. Dumps it there to Elijah. Needs to make a man miss. He does. Nice blocking downfield. Elijah Palmer King at the 20, 10, 5. Horse collar tackle down at the 2-yard line. All the way down to the 2 with 30 seconds remaining. A great
By
run
number
there.
2.
A number 34-yard run. Phillips tracks him down inside the 5-yard line, but a nice catch and run. Another personal foul, face mask. So it'll be half the distance of the goal. New set of downs for the Wolverines. First and goal, they sit at about the 2.5, 3-yard line. That pass play, how far? 36, about the 32-yard pass. And number 77 for the Wolverines had just, he got a block. It jumped out at me. Shane Lutz was downfield, and kind of after the play developed, it wasn't an illegal man downfield, and he just led a lane there for Elijah. Back to pass, throws it up, and almost intercepted.
Yeah.
That play.
Let's not do that.
That play was doomed from the start.
Listen, the way I see it is you got 2 plays here. If you run 3 plays, run the ball. If you get stopped, get back to the line. Just tell everybody.
Yeah, but 23 seconds in high school ball, it's just hard to get a couple plays off on a run play. That's the only thing I'm going on.
Yep.
But give your line some credit and let them make a hole. Dante Pierce in the backfield with Brian. Dante rolls in there, and he's going to be down at about the 1-yard line. The Wolverines trying to get back there. Spikes the ball wisely was Chris Smiley with 12 seconds remaining. They did it, Brad. They got in there. But the play before, Pierce got her just about to the goal line. So 12 seconds remaining. 3rd and goal inside the 2-yard line.
4th down.
Yeah, it's officially 4th down. Yep, because of the spike, it should be 4th down.
Yeah, I'm looking at the clock. The scoreboard's a little bit behind.
They're a little bit behind. It's okay.
So, got O'Brien in the backfield with Elijah on this 4th and goal. Back to pass, throws it up, and ball incomplete. Intended for Walters. Where'd my pen go?
I don't know. We'll get it after the end of the quarter here. I don't like the play. I don't know what else to say other than I just don't like the play. You don't throw. You don't throw.
You're 4th and 2. You've been running all over them all night.
Again, Reggie Bush push. Let Chris Smiley take the snap. Have your Elijah Palmer Kim come right up behind him, lift him, push him, do whatever you got to do.
8.5 seconds remaining. If you're New Brighton right now, you do have to worry about a safety.
Just lean forward with your quarterback.
Yep,
QB
that's
sneak
all you
it,
gotta
fall.
do.
Let's get the half.
Get out there. Don't take a knee in the end zone. Taylor under center, and that's what they do. Push forward. Wolverines once again get in that red zone and unable to come away with points, but they do at the end of 2 quarters find themselves in the lead, 12-0 over the New Brighton Lions. Folks, we're going to take a quick timeout and enjoy the Ellwood City Marching Blue Band as well as New Brighton Lions Band, who did a fantastic job on the Star Spangled Banner before we started here. Halftime stats, out-of-town scores, and the 3rd quarter forthcoming.
What's the band play?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lincoln High School Marching Band Girl Walk Show. The 2020 Lincoln High School Marching Band Start Show is all by girls. Funded by Eagle Williams, Officer 2007 Albright. This is Major Reed.
That's fine.
She did a jump and put it in. He hit a jump and his handlebar smacked him in the nose and he's bleeding.
Oh, he broke his nose.
All right, folks, welcome back to halftime here at Oak Hill Field in New Brighton, Pennsylvania here. Halftime score, Wolverines leading 12-0 over the New Brighton Lions. Could have, should have, would have been 18 at least up on the board. But give credit to the New Brighton Lions stopping the Wolverines from the 2-yard line. Flip side, Wolverines have kind of had the domination in that first half. Just 12 points just does not seem like enough, especially with the New Brighton Lions. They've always seemed to play the Wolverines very strong throughout the years. This is a team that you do not want to hang around with, a team that you should, on paper, defeat. So we're going to take some halftime stats here from our game. First downs in favor of the Wolverines, 11-2. Total yards rushing, 184 to -4. 184 to -4. Folks, that one, literally, I'm going to have to look back at least 7 to 8 years ago to see a stat line of negative yardage for the opposing team. Passing-wise, 102 to 23 on that first half there. So if you take total net yards and plays, 38 plays, 286 to 19 plays, 19 yards. An average of 1 yard per play. The one downfall that has been a little bit of a pain in the butt for the Wolverines on a couple of their drives so far, penalties galore. 8 penalties, 89 yards, 4 for 30 for New Brighton, and those penalties are stacking up.
Remember,
something that
one
you
of
don't
those
wanna
penalties
see.
took points off the board.
Exactly. One of those penalties did take points off the board. Time of possession is in favor of the Wolverines, 14 minutes to just 9 minutes or so. Third down conversions, 2 for 7 for the Wolverines, 0 for 4. Combined, these two teams, 1 for 5 on fourth down. Both teams have have one turnover in that first half. Rushing-wise, Michael Vion, 2 carries, 1 yard. That's your stat line. Kyle Rumbold, 7 carries, 1 yard. And then Brian Taylor Jr., 3 carries for -6. There's your -4 yards. Flip side, Elijah Palmer McCain, your name is going to be in the books for Pittsburgh Post-Gazette again. Give him credit. 15 carries, 146, 2 touchdowns, along with 63, and an average of 9.7 yards per carry. Flip side, passing-wise, Brian Taylor, 1 of 2 with 1 interception, 17 yards. Kyler Rumbold, 2 for 5, 6 yards. Chris Smiley, 7 of 15, 102. Technically one of those, technically 16, but that was a spike ball. Receiving-wise, Elijah Palmer McCain, 2 for 49. So if you take his 49 and 146, he officially has 195 yards of offense in that first half. Also, Gavin Partridge, 2 for 24. Daylon Curry, 2 for 24. Flip side, Kyler Rumbold, 1 of 17. Tackles, leading tackles for the Wolverines, Brighton Mariacker with 5, Caden Daughtry with 4. And then Nasir Humphreys with 6 tackles. Michael Vion with 5 for New Brighton Lions. So there's your halftime stats. We're going to go to our out-of-town scores. Some crazy ones here, folks. Halftime, Beaver Falls 46-7 up on Mohawk.
Mercy me.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. Neshannock up on Freedom, 20-0. Another one, Western Beaver, Talon Florence that we saw, that running back. He's got 4 touchdowns in the first half. It's 35-15. Western Beaver up on Riverside at halftime. Aliquippa, I have not gotten an update. After the first quarter, it was 41-0 Aliquippa on Blackhawk.
Oh.
Second quarter, late second quarter, Central Valley's up on Montour, 31-0. Halftime, Newcastle and Chartiers Valley, 13 apiece. And then our one other score at the 1A level that we've gotten so far, bunch of penalties. I think Union may have 12 penalties at halftime. It's 0-0 Rochester and Union. So there's your out-of-town scores. The teams are already on the field, ready to go.
Yep.
So, Thad, why don't you
Here we
lead
go.
us in?
Start this third quarter. And kicking off for the Wolverines is number 28, Ethan Patterson. Wearing number 28 tonight is Ethan from the tee. Drives the kick. Nice kick. Taken there at about the 22-yard line by number 22. Oh, met hard by about 3 Wolverines. Did not get the wedge broken on that play. And that was Jackson Zahn with the return of about, where they marked the ball, I'm going to call it about 8 yards.
I think number 1 for Ellwood kind of leading the charge with that tackle.
Dom Hogue, but there was a whole host of them there.
Yeah, I would say. A lot of them.
So, nice job by both bands there tonight. Hey, shout out to number 63, Travis Davis. Football and in the band for New Brighton. There's a handoff. Around that right side comes number 7. We've not seen him carry the ball yet tonight. He's down to the 50. Stiff arms down to the 42-yard line was number 7, Kevin Williams, rumbling, bumbling, 5'7", 230. Picked up about 24 yards, had more yards on that carry than they did in the whole first half.
I was just going to say the T is still out there at the 40-yard line.
So Declan O'Brien alertly picks it up and throws it to the sideline. So 1st and 10, just like that.
Gain of 24 for him. And that just doubled the yardage at least.
Yes, and that's some movement there, I do believe. False start, going to be now 1st and 15. Williams, we did not see him in the first half.
Yeah, this is something that we saw.
In.
We saw him run a lot against Neshannock a couple weeks ago or last week.
Yes.
Just something that we haven't seen yet, like you said, Thad.
So this 1st and now 15. Ball resting out, we'll call it the 46-yard line. Wolverines switch up the defense a little bit as they come out in this formation. Low snap, hand off to Williams. Mariacker takes him down. Tackle for a loss all the way back at the 49-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play. I love that how Mariacker goes. Takes him to the ground, then helps him back up again. So, loss on that play for number 7, Kevin Williams. So now it's going to, after the penalty and now the loss in the play, you get a 2nd down and 18. Up on that front line for the Wolverines is number 55, the sophomore Maddox Singer. Number 72, sophomore as well, Ryder Grinnan. And Twiddell's in there too, playing some pretty good football. On this 2nd and 18, got 3 wideouts to the left. Taylor in the shotgun. Low snap, but he gets back. His pocket stays there. Finds a man wide open. Number 5, Mariacker takes him down with the help of Declan Gray. Needed 18 to get to the 1st down, but he's going to pick up about 14 on that play. Make it 12. So the ball in Wolverine territory at the 38-yard line. So 3rd downs were not real good for either team in that first half.
Let alone 4th down.
Or 4th down was even worse. Yeah. But a big 3rd down here in the early goings of this 3rd quarter. Wolverines leading 12-0. Sends a man in motion, kicks it out there to him behind the line of scrimmage, gets a block, and nice stop there. Mariacker coming to make a hit, and O'Brien, but on number 22 was the carrier, Martinez.
Yeah, and I'm going to officially count that as a run because it was a backwards pass.
Yes, you can do that. So 4th down here. The New Brighton, I think, tried to convert 2 or 3 4th downs in that first half.
Yeah,
to
0 for 2.
Avail.
Wolverines 1
so,
for 2.
4th and 5. Wolverines defense getting deployed to where it wants to go. Back to pass. Threw it behind him, and he had him too.
Yes, he did.
He had him too.
Yes,
Number
he did.
3, Rumbold, was going down the seam. I don't know why there's not more high school teams that do that play. But that quick strike. Ball falls incomplete. Ball over on downs. Wolverines ball at their own 36-yard line.
And that's something that you want to come out in the second half here. Again, 12-0 lead. You definitely want to stop and get the ball back. Put up 18 points or something.
And a little bit of life there for New Brighton on that after gaining 1 yard per play. They did gain about 25 yards on that series.
And you're going to probably see a couple of those plays in that next drive.
I believe so. So Smiley in the shotgun. Hand off to Elijah around that right side. Not much running room there. Gets about 2 yards, taken down by number 2, Trayvon Phillips. Gonna throw some love to the front line of the Wolverines here tonight. Number 78 out there, Logan McClymans, just a sophomore. Number 77, Shane Lutz, also a sophomore. Number 73, Emery Lutz, a freshman. Got Maddox Singer out there as well. So paving away for 140-yard first half for Elijah. Pass out there, Smiley finds Partridge, and he moves forward. Taken down from behind. abruptly by number 12, Nazir
Nazir.
Humphreys. A pickup of about 4 on the play. I don't mind them outside passes, but they just they're taking a little too long to develop.
They do.
I think maybe Chris needs to get a little more zip on that ball to get it out there, because the time the ball gets there, the would-be receiver got a defender right there in his face. There's a handoff. Dante Pierce this time. A nice defensive play there by number 2, Trayvon Phillips, to stop him after about a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up a 4th down and 4 ball resting at about the 43-yard line.
Something I would also like to see on that bubble screen, kind of get your blockers out, do a pump fake, send somebody deep, and maybe just catch him.
Yep.
Big
Catch
one
him
here.
napping. Yes, big 4th down here, 7:48 remaining in this third quarter. On the 4th and 4, sends Curie in motion. Handoff there to Elijah. Taken down just about a yard short.
Yep.
Number 71 was in there to slow him up on that 4th down play. Peyton Predco. That's going to be a ball over on downs. So New Brighton now with pretty good field position to start this second possession of this third quarter for them. Ball resting just outside the 45-yard line.
So back and forth. This is something that we talked about. We don't want this game to be lingering around.
Let the field position work in your favor a little bit. There, Taylor, handoff to Phillips. Taken down. Beautiful play by number 73 of the Wolverines, Evan Twiddell. Tackled for a 5-yard loss. That's his 4th tackle for a loss this season, and he's done most of them in the last 2 games. Really coming into his own. On that front line is Twiddell, just a sophomore, standing there at 5'10", 210, and he's not done growing yet. Taylor now in the shotgun, sidecar to his left and right. He goes back to pass. Wants to try to go deep. Got his man down there, number 24, just overshot him. Had to play there, good coverage, but number 24 was the intended receiver.
Darrell Rogers Jr.
Rogers.
It hit his hands. It was a perfect throw, nice and stride.
Just needed one more step, and he'd have been dancing in the end zone. But nonetheless, the ball falls incomplete now, 3rd and 14.
It's raining a little bit now.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing, Dakota. I see it now finally. It is a little bit of rain out there.
So Taylor now in the shotgun. Back to pass. Pursuit there. Trent Schilling comes up, tries to make the catch. Ridden down by Mariacker. Number 2, Phillips, gets just about back to the original line of scrimmage on that 3rd and 14. They're going to give him 3 on that play, so a 3rd and 13. So that's now going to be 4th, and we're going to call it 11. Take a little while here for the play call to get in for New Brighton on another big 4th down. We're kind of just trading possessions here at this point in this third quarter.
And I'm okay with that. Just, again, 12 points is just not enough for me.
Yep.
I want more.
So
Sidecar switches over there.
Yes, he does. Saw something on that defense.
Yes.
He's got to get it off.
Yeah, he's got a couple seconds. He could just cut it
Low
off.
snap, but he gets it off under pressure, throws it down the field, and
I like that.
Heads
Smart
up play there.
move by
Heads
Gavin
up play
Partridge.
by Gavin Partridge. Could have got the interception.
Wow.
Lets the ball fall to the ground.
And that is something you don't coach. That
Right.
you just can't tell them tangibles of just drop the ball and you get 20 yards back.
That's game awareness right there.
100%.
He saved them about 20, 25 yards by doing that. So ball over on downs, recurring theme here in this third quarter.
It has taken off almost 7 minutes of time.
Yes, it has. We've had, 4 changes of possession via ball over on downs.
Ball over and downs.
A lot has happened here between the 35 and 50-yard line.
And again, don't want to harp on it. 12-0.
Yep. Smiley this time. Hands off. There's a big hole up
There
the middle
you
for
go.
Elijah.
Oh, he
Gets about
almost.
10. Arm-saving tackle there by number 55 of New Brighton, because Elijah was off to the races.
Yes,
but
he was.
Reynolds with the arm tackle, slow him down, if you will. This is another thing I'm liking about the Wolverines. We don't have a play clock here, but there's
quick.
probably
I
20
like it.
seconds.
I like it.
You know, they're in the huddle for about 6 seconds, and they're back out. Smiley, shotgun handoff. Elijah tries the outside this time, and this time blocking was not there.
No, it
as
was
number
not.
57 led the charge. King, Tyrone King, the freshman, 5'11", 210, takes him down for a 2-yard loss. I don't think that was the original plan to go to that outside to the right, but there was really nothing in the middle that time for Elijah to find a hole to run through.
Yeah, and you balance it outside. There's a little bit of an edge there, but the
Well,
gap
Elijah
filled
gets that
quickly.
speed. He can do that, but that time
Yep,
it
filled.
Well, the edge guys stayed where they needed to be for
Right.
the defense. Give them some credit, too. Smiley, there's his handoff to Elijah. This time he bounces it out, works this time to the left, makes his way all the way down to about the 29-yard line, 39-yard line, I beg your pardon. Picked up about 8 on that play.
Yep, it's going to be the
Officially
35.
35.
Yeah, they did get him forward progress to the 35. So 3rd down, and I'm going to call it a short 2. So a nice run of 11 yards there that time for
And Brad,
Elijah.
that was number 2 for the tackle.
Perfect.
So this time now Smiley under center. Don't see him under center a lot on his 3rd and 2. Elijah behind him. Quick handoff to him. Up the middle he goes. Keeps them legs churning. That's wanting a first down right there more than you can stop it. All the way down to the 30. A big 3-yard run for Elijah Palmer McCain to get the first down. I like that second effort. That was fantastic to see out of the sophomore McCain. So reset things here. Ball at the 32-yard line. Going to bring the first down, new set of sticks now for the Wolverines. 1 wide out to the left, 1 to the right. Smiley under center once again, this time back to pass. Sets his feet under duress. Finds his man there.
Aaron
Hobo
Ho.
all the way down.
Oh, he dropped it.
Did he drop it?
Yep.
Oh, shoot.
I shouldn't say he dropped it. It was batted
in his
kind of
hands,
out of his
and
hands.
hit out of his hands
Yep.
before he could maintain possession.
Yep. So give credit where it's due.
Yep,
Good defense.
he don't drop many, but
And I would say for the most part, Chris Smiley has had time. That one he did not. He had 4 people
no, he
on
did
him.
not. There was 4 shirts around him, and
Credit Vion with the pass broken up.
so Smiley coming back to the huddle. 3:27, fast moving, 3rd quarter. So Smiley now in the shotgun. Hands off to Elijah. Gets a hole, keeps them legs a churning, gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pickup of 8 on that 2nd down run.
Number 71 on the tackle.
So with the 3rd down, I guess we're going to call it a 3 now for the Wolverines. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, sidecar to Smiley's right. Handoff there to Elijah. He's got a hole. There's a flag comes in there. And he's got enough for the first down to about the 18-yard line. But let's wait and see what the flag is. And tonight is one of them nights where we're just seeing a lot more of the flag coming in. It's
against the Wolverines.
Area of
holding.
the hold.
It'll be the 9th penalty of the night for the Wolverines. Again, something that you don't want.
Yes.
Oh, no, they're going to say chop block.
Oh, chop block.
Yeah, low block. And that's a big one because I think it's a loss of down and 15. I could be wrong.
Yes, 3rd down.
They really pushed that one hard recently. Okay, so no, it's just 15, but it's huge.
It's 10, right?
Yeah.
10, spot foul, 10, and loss of down. Or not loss of down. You don't get the down over.
No,
so,
they did say in their the officials meeting at the beginning of the school or the year, they said chop block was one of the things that they're going to definitely enforce hard.
So 3rd and 17 now. Ball on the 37-yard line. Smiley in the shotgun. Gets some nice blocking. Throws it down there. A little high. Intercepted by number 52. He's ridden down by Walters, but ball just thrown a little bit too high. And Hunter Lewis with the interception. He gets about a 8-10 yard return on that, Brad. So New Brighton now will take over from their own 35-yard line. That's 2 turnovers for the Wolverines tonight, 1 via the pass, 1 via the fumblage. So New Brighton out on offense very quickly. Handoff to Phillips. Met there. Declan O'Brien was there to make the initial hit, and a couple of his friends came in to make sure he didn't go any further. Mariocker there to clean things up. 2 teams with 1 win between them. And, man, do they doing a lot of chirping down there.
Yeah.
You can see it from up here.
Yeah. I'd be telling them, listen, get back to your huddle.
Yes.
You got another 12 minutes, 13 minutes. Just got to be clean about everything.
Yep, and this is a game here you don't want to give up.
No.
You saw what the penalty did last
happen.
time. The 15-yard penalty.
And anytime you get into trouble and you get ejected, you're out the next game. Don't.
Yeah, it's not
just
worth doing
don't.
that. So now Taylor in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Daccio gives him pressure. Throws it down there, and it's going to be caught but out of bounds. A nice grab by number 3, Rumbold, but out of bounds he goes. Ball is incomplete. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Why does it feel like, except for that last drive by the Wolverines, every drive, it's just been like pass, run, pass, nothing.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
nothing moving.
By both teams.
Yes, not just one, but both.
So an official timeout.
It looks like there's a tee or something thrown on. Oh, it was a
football.
football. A mini football.
A mini football. So
mini football in the bottom left corner.
Well, this whole half's been between the 40-yard lines. I think
yes,
the football
you're
was
right.
Safe.
Yeah, you're right. 100% correct.
3rd down here. Taylor in the shotgun. Switches Williams to his left. Here they come under pressure. Farmer slips away from one. Taken down there.
39.
O'Brien, another tackle for a loss. We'll give him a credit for a sack. And don't forget about Ryder Gridden in there, disrupting things as well. Loss on the play of about 6. Going to bring up a 4th down for New Brighton, and they are not going to go for it with the ball on their own 29-yard line. Punt formation. Elijah Palmer McCain back to punt. Is that number 13 out there punting?
Number 19, I believe. 19, yep. Should be that Bryson Porter-Jones.
And he's missing a player.
He is missing a player. 10 people.
He's trying
missing
to tell
one.
people I'm missing one. But they can play without just so they don't have more. He does get the kick away.
Walk away from it.
Yep. Takes a little bit of a New Brighton bounce, goes out of bounds there at about the 38-yard line.
You know what? That's an easy one to spot. That's right in front of us.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So our first punt of the of the 3rd quarter with 30 seconds remaining. We had 4 possessions between the 2 teams that went over on downs. 12-0. No scoring yet here in this 3rd quarter.
Shout out to the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. Tomorrow night, they're going to Grove City College for the Grove City Band Festival. 7 o'clock kickoff up there at Grove City College. Free admission.
There you
How
go.
about that?
Get the wife, get the girlfriend. Take them both if you want. It's the Grove City College. Handoff to Palmer McCain. McCain's about 6 yards on that play.
I'm going to hear about that one tomorrow.
Saving arm tackle by number 3,
Rumbold. So, if it's free admission, makes for a pretty cheap night. Go to the outlets, get something to eat. Go to the outlets, get something to eat. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, the Ellwood City Wolverines 12, the New Brighton Lions 0. Let's take a quick. We're going to stay here?
No, go ahead.
Take a break. Welcome back, folks, as we start this fourth quarter of action. The Wolverines with a 2nd and 4. Ball on their 44-yard line. A short player came on quick, and Elijah nowhere to run that time as he was taken down in the backfield quickly.
Something there, center
By
field.
number 2, Trayvon Phillips.
Yeah, I think people were kind of talking again. Thad, you've
Yes.
been talking about it. Let's be smart here. Come on now.
Yeah. There's that fine line between being aggressive and I don't know what's on the other side of the line. I just know
Deliberately
it's a fine line.
causing issues. Yeah.
So, okay, 3rd down and 8 here after that 4-yard loss. Smiley now, the lefty, back to pass. Got a little time, moves up in the pocket. Wisely, in and out of the hands of the would-be receiver.
Got to hold that.
The pass falls incomplete.
I tell you
That was
what.
Declan
15.
Gray
Yep.
was unable to get his fingertips around that ball. So, we have a 4th down, and now the Wolverines are going to go ahead and punt with the ball on their own 41-yard line. I'm sorry, Brad.
No, you're okay. Give credit to Chris Smiley. How about adjustment? There was time, but he stepped up in the pocket.
Yes,
He threw
yes.
a dart, and it was a good-looking
He
pass.
knew what was ahead of him.
Yep.
Design at that play. Now Gray with the punt. It's off the end of his foot. I don't know who touched it. I don't know if you want to say it was. I don't think it was blocked.
I don't think it was. I think it just altered. Let's see here. Let's watch
It
here.
was blocked? Okay.
For that to go that short, you would think it has to be.
Yep.
Let's see who it was blocked by. No, it was not
Nope.
blocked.
Just an
It
ill-advised
just,
punt.
yeah, it was a straight right off the foot. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. As about an 8-yard punt's going to go in the books, I think.
Yeah, that's 2 of them now. A little bit short.
So now, pretty good field position. We've said that all night, but New Brighton has not been able to capitalize on it yet. There's a little jet sweep action there. Big hit. Trent Schilling. Hello. Takes down number 3 behind the line of scrimmage. Rumbold was trying to get ahead of steam around there. Trent Schilling read that like a first-grade book and took him down for a 3-yard loss at the 50-yard line.
Can we call it the Sky's Blue Book?
I couldn't think of the title of a first-grade book at the moment. It's been a few years since I read one of them. So
I don't know
it's
how
been
to
a
take
few
that.
years. It's been a few years since I had a first grader. What'd you tell me tonight? I'm getting old.
I'm glad you
Okay,
said that.
3rd to the right. 3 to
I
the
was
right.
thinking other ways on that one.
Yeah, I know you were. I wasn't going to let you go there. Handoff to Williams, and not much gain on that play. Mariacker cleaned it up.
73 with the
But,
initial
yeah,
hit,
I want to
think.
give him talk about
Yep.
number 73 on that play.
Mr.
Meeting
Evan
was
Twiddell.
Pickup of, we're going to give him 3 on that play now. 3rd down and 10.
You give good credit to that defensive line. They haven't been in the backfield too
Well,
much. They've gotten a couple sacks.
I think
but
that what – go ahead.
they're staying in their lane, waiting for the play to come to them, and then it's just initial tackle.
Well, we're not giving Hobel, Twiddell, and Grinnan enough credit to let the
Set the
linebackers
edge and
come
whatnot.
up,
Yes.
holding their blocks to kind of plug up them holes to let things happen.
You fill the gaps, you keep them in check, and you're good to go.
Now, Taylor, shotgun, take it in there. Oh, just missed. Going deep this time.
Should we pick?
And,
Oh,
it
he
is
caught
caught all the way down
boy.
at the 10-yard line.
Oh, boy.
That ball held up there forever for number 24 to catch that ball.
26 with the saving tackle.
Yep, so Dante.
Rogers and Pierce with coverage, and I believe it was number 20, Jackson Kirk down there, almost like he was wanting to go for the interception, and the ball just got over his hands.
41-yard pass.
41-yard, biggest
Doubled
play.
the yardage.
There's a handoff to Williams.
Good
Tries
edge.
that right
Good
side.
edge.
There's a fumble on the play.
Uh-oh.
And the
And it's
Wolverine
Wolverines!
defense stops it.
Yep.
Stops the drive as Williams fumbled the ball at the 5-yard line. I don't know who recovered
We're
it,
going to try and get a number here so I can do the stats correctly.
but big defensive stop there. The first time really tonight, some momentum in the Lions' favor, but the fumblage got him.
give him credit to number 6.
Gavin Partridge.
Gavin Partridge with the fumble recovery.
He was being carried off. That was fun. I just saw it. One of the other Wolverines picked him up and was carried off the field. That was funny.
So, Wolverines now gets the turnover and the ball at the 5-yard line. Handoff to McCain, weaving his way through, just trying to pick his way from this angle. Hard to tell. Going to be about 3 yards on the play. So number 55, I believe, was getting up from the bottom of the pile that time for New Brighton. Reynolds. So really didn't give him any gain on that play. So a 2nd down and 10. Field position game now getting important here with his 8.5 minutes to go in this contest. Smiley now under center. Just back to pass from his own end zone. A little bit of pressure. Throws the ball down there, and tried for Hobel. Ball was a little bit behind him, and some traffic in there as well. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd down, and they're going to call it 9. So the Wolverines wanting to get out of the shadows on a dark night of the goalpost.
Yeah. And the rain continues to fall, and it is coming down pretty steadily right now. So catching the football may not be the best option right
Wind
now.
picking up a little bit. There's a handoff there. Up the middle he goes. McCain, and he gets it out to about the 14-yard line.
So he'll be short.
Don't think he's enough for a 1st down. No, he's not.
He needs about 2.
Going to need bring up a 4th and 2.
I kind of almost want them to go for it. And it looks like they are. It does look like they're going to go for it. I don't blame them.
Yep, on this 4th and long 2.
If you punt it, it's a short field. I'll kind of counter what you said down here. It's kind of the same thing, but flip the field.
Right. So on 4th down, Smiley under center. Everything in tight for New Brighton defense. And the whistle blows, and a timeout taken by Ellwood City. So that's their first timeout of this half, leading 12-0. Folks, cannot emphasize enough. Next week for Ellwood City Sports, Tuesday night we will be home for girls volleyball. Wednesday night, middle school football. Not sure if we look far enough where that is, but we will get coverage for you of that.
Yep.
But more importantly, Friday night, homecoming at Ellwood City. Fill the stadium up.
Yep.
Let's get there to see the first game ever played on turf in Ellwood City.
And I know, Thad, you and I, and Dakota as well, we're going to create kind of, we're hoping, as the weather permitting, before that day, we're going to try and create a promo video of the football field, kind of get some insight on the production of that field, because that was a big production.
It's been something in the works. Now they decide to punt.
Yep.
So Declan Gray standing at his own goal line, wanting for the punt. Gets the snap. Good snap. The kick this time. Much better kick. High end over end kick. And it takes an Ellwood City bounce all the way at the 35-yard line. So 22-yard kick for Gray. In the air, it looked like it was going to go further than that.
Yeah.
But either way, that makes it 30. New Brighton will be taking over inside Wolverine territory at the 35-yard line.
Yep.
Really, New Brighton has had really good field position.
Especially the second half.
In the second half. So down 12-0. A little more offense provided here by the Lions in this second half. So Taylor, low snap, loses the ball, but picks it up off the ground alertly. Hobel in there to slow him down, tries to throw it out there to Williams, and no, that was a backward pass.
Yeah, that definitely was a backwards pass.
And the New Brighton coaching staff and their sidelines are just going nuts because
that could have gone the other way real fast.
Yes,
and actually helped
they're
them.
calling it an incomplete pass, and on a busted up play, could have went the other way. But irregardless, the ball is now second and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Yep.
And according to the calendar, it looks like middle school is playing Neshannock on Wednesday.
Okay.
At Neshannock. Sorry.
No, what's bad is I probably
we try not to take.
I
sides.
probably would have said it worse.
So, now, back to pass. Good snap this time under pressure. Gets it to number 3. Up that sidelines he goes. He's got some blocking. He's at 20, 15, 10, all the way down about the 9-yard line. It was number 3, Kyler Rumbold.
Jackson Kerr, number 20 on the tackle, I
A
believe.
big gain there
Yep.
of about 27 yards.
We can say officially the 7-ish. Kind of
Yes.
hard angle.
Yes, hard
Yeah,
angle
7.
from here. So at the 7-yard line, another big pass play, just a
Yeah.
screen play there. But credit the New Brighton Lions for the blocking downfield. So first and goal now. We've said this before for New Brighton. Handoff, quick handoff counter, and it generally doesn't go anywhere. No gain on that play. Stopped by the whole front line of the Wolverines. Twiddell getting up from the bottom of the POW, as well as Declan O'Brien. Quick back to the out of the huddle here this time. New Brighton on this first fumbled
Fumble.
on the ground, but picked up by the quarterback, Taylor. Did not lose anything on the play. Well, gets it down to about the 5-yard line. So the Wolverines defense here, the old bend but don't break is kind of happening right now. And we have a timeout now by New Brighton. And we'll take a timeout as well. Welcome back, folks. 6:34 remaining. There's a hand, there's a shotgun snap, throws it out there, and number 3 gets into the end zone on the 5-yard pass for the New Brighton Lions. Touchdown. 6:29 remaining. The score is 12-6. Extra point forthcoming. A nice. Who caught that, Brad? I'm sorry.
Number 3.
Number 3, yes, Rumbold, been a key part of their offense tonight. It was thrown by Brian Taylor Jr., the junior quarterback. Extra point forthcoming, attempted by
53.
Creighton Pavlich.
It's good.
And it's up and good. All of a sudden, folks, we got ourselves a ball game here. It's 12-7. The Wolverines in the lead. And right now, and you've been saying it all night, Brad, boy, you'd
have.
like that score to be a little bit bigger.
Yep. You can't let teams linger around, especially teams that you know have nothing to prove other than just to play. And you want to talk about momentum shift and bringing the crowd into it? Yeah, they just did.
Well, I say this all the time. You know, games can really come down to just a couple plays.
Literally.
And, you know,
Tonight,
that
so far.
You know, a Lions offense that averaged 1 yard per play in the first half. They had 2 pass plays in this half of close to 30 yards.
Yeah, and that drive right there, 5 plays, 35 yards, 56 seconds, but it was all because of a pass play of 28 and then a run, fumble, run, and, well,
Yep.
There you go, pass for the touchdown.
There you go. So here's the kick, the run up and the kick by
53.
Pavlich.
Yep.
And that's going to be a out of bounds. We're going to flag on that play. The ball goes out of bounds.
The official that threw the flag almost got hit with his own flag. As
I
he
was
was
going
running.
to say, and it fell right above him. Yeah. It's the small things at times.
Yep, it is.
So because that was kicked beyond the 35, it should be the 35-yard line.
Yeah, ball
So,
on
yes,
35.
it is. The ball's on the 35. So, the Wolverines right now, 6:29 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts. New Brighton has 2.
No,
just-
Ellwood took 1.
Yeah, Ella took one. Yep.
Just get first downs.
Yeah, just run the ball.
There's a handoff. Dante Pierce, you asked for it, and you
Thank
get
you.
it. All the
Thank
way
you.
down, up to the 45-yard line was Pierce with the 10-yard run.
They're gonna give
That's
it to
enough
him.
to move the sticks for an Ellwood City first down.
I like it. Your bread and butter all night long. Let's go again. Let's just give 1 or 2 more carries to Palmer McCain to get that 200-yard mark. And I tell you what, great rushing game so far by both
Yes.
these players.
This time, got a sidecar. McCain to his right, Pierce to his left. Hand off to Pierce. Makes the first wave miss. Weaves his way through. Taken down, but not after about a 7-yard gain. Late flag comes in. Number 55 with the stop, Reynolds. But let's wait to see what the flag is. The play was pretty much over when the
Yes.
flag came in.
I think you're going to see a late personal foul. And it's going to be against, I believe, New Brighton.
Yeah, the way the coach is reacting for New Brighton.
Yeah. You can kind of
Yep,
see
they're
it on
calling
the
dead
screen.
ball foul. And wow.
You can kind of see it on the screen. That is not happy.
Yep. 15 yards will be added on to that 7-yard run of Pierce. And take the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line. And just like that, Wolverines find themselves moving the ball. 5:45. There's a handoff this time to Elijah. Picks his way through and gets about 5 yards. Big number 52 in there for the stop. Hunter Lewis.
Yep.
But see, I like how, I think earlier in the
what you're talking.
season,
I know
McCain
exactly
would have
what
tried
you're
to bounce
talking
it to the outside. And this time he tries to cut it up and get in there. Is that what it was?
Yep. I like it.
Kind
Just
of
go up the
learning,
middle, follow your
learning to
blocks.
follow his blockers.
Look at that. 2 minds think alike. I'm
Wow,
scared a little bit.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 7. Hand off to Pierce. Gets through the first wave. Gets down about the 35-yard line. Number 52, Lewis, was in there for the stop.
About the 25.
Yep. Looks like the 27.
Yep.
Again, no hash marks. It makes it so
Yeah,
hard.
it does.
Then you
It
look
does.
away. You don't know if it's 35 or 25. It's so hard at times when you're looking from the side.
So 3rd and 4 here. Wolverines would love to see themselves get a first down to run another couple minutes off this clock. There's Smiley. Hand off to Elijah. He finds that hole. Up the middle he goes.
Took
Gets
a
enough
shot.
for the first down. Took a hard shot.
But he gets right up.
He does, but the guy that hit him's not getting up real
No.
fast. He got down to, where did he spot the ball? At about the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
That's going to be enough for a first down. And there was a collision there.
Yeah, this is going to be a stinger. He came on
Yeah.
straight on, and that was in the shoulder. That was hard.
Yeah, he hit him hard, and lucky for the Ellwood side, Elijah jumped right up, but the would-be tackler is in obvious discomfort laying on the field right now. So as he's getting tended to. Looks like number 12.
Azir Humphreys.
Humphreys, and he's back up on his feet and puts the helmet back on. He's going to have to come out for a play.
That's a stinger that takes the wind out of you, and you're like, oh, boy, that
Yep.
you felt that one a little bit.
Yep. Just a hard hit. So as we reset things here, the ball is on the 20-yard line, 4:27 remaining.
Talk about rushing yards. Elijah Palmer Kane averaging 7.1 per carry. Dante Pierce, 7.1 per
Wow.
carry.
It's a great night. A great night by them, too, and they're great kids.
Yes.
We get around these guys, and they'll give that front line
And
a lot of credit
And
for that.
Elijah's your starting running back, getting the yardage primarily, but Dante Pierce, kickoff returns. Holy
kickoff returns,
smokes.
and then coming in here just to kind of give a little bit of a blow.
It's the clock. Let's
Oh,
roll
yes.
the clock. It's an injury timeout. Clock should be running. There we go.
So here's the ball on 1st and 10. Elijah around the left side, cuts up to the middle. Down to the 10-5, into the end zone. Touchdown, 20-yard run. Elijah Palmer McCain puts him over 200 yards for the night. 18-7 with 4:14 remaining. Extra point forthcoming. The Wolverines needed that drive at that time.
Yes, sir, that 100%.
So, and a great run. I mean, he was hit.
Yes.
I mean, several times, but he kept the legs churning, followed the blockers in front of him. Caitlin Kreitzer on now for the extra point. Declan Gray holding. I believe Maddox Singer's the long snapper. We'll get that for sure. Good snap. Kick is down. It is blocked.
By
Blocked.
number 24?
Number 24 with the block. Rogers. So that keeps the score 18-7 with 4:14 remaining. With that touchdown, another $50 donated for the season by Michael's Furniture to Club Hope. We certainly do appreciate Michael's Furniture and all the businesses that support the extracurricular activities at the high school, as well as organizations such as Club Hope. 4:14 remaining, folks. Post-game show's going to be quick tonight.
Yes. We want to get out. We want to.
And New Brighton kind of wants us to kind of just give
and
us
I don't
a heads
blame
up,
them.
which is
I don't blame
fine.
them.
We don't want to abuse their hospitality, but we'll have some we'll have some post-game stats.
Something
and a few out-of-town scores.
Something I was thinking about. I'm thinking ahead of the season in a couple weeks here. I'm assuming we're going to have some type of powder puff game. The 3 cheerleaders that just ran the EC, the paw print, sign them up. Holy smokes. They just ran this. I mean, it's just fast. I love it. Powder puff football.
I haven't heard about
I'm
that. I think
hoping
we were all
have
waiting for that
something.
field to get done. I think that'll be forthcoming.
I hope. I want to see it.
And that was, not sure who kicked that off, but it goes
Declan
out of bounds.
Yep.
Number 28 it was, Ethan Patterson with the kick.
Yes, you're correct.
So they've tried several different kickers here.
I was going to say,
Did the
throughout the year a
Wolverines.
couple times.
So ball goes out of bounds, so that'll be New Brighton will have the ball now at the 35-yard line. Down by 11 points, 4:14 remaining. So I don't think we can say enough really about the Wolverine defense here tonight. All facets of it are working. Them guys in the front line are just, maintaining the line of New Brighton, opening things up for everyone else on the team. Back to pass. Wants to go deep, got his man down there, but heavy coverage. What a catch by number 5 all the way down to 35-yard line. Michael Vion, great coverage, but better catch by Vion. From the 35 to the 35, that's another 30-yard pass play.
Gavin Partridge
For
with the
Taylor.
saving tackle.
Gavin Partridge with the tackle, but really a good catch there. So the ball at the 35, 34 they're calling it. 1st and 10. Taylor in the shotgun. Got Williams to his left. Taylor wants to go back to pass. Pressure gets down the field this time. It's up and good defense there by Dante Pierce. Hits the ball away to the would-be intended receiver, number 24, Rogers. We've seen him try to go to him a couple times tonight, but a nice thrown ball, but Pierce was right there with him. So ball falls incomplete, stopping the clock. 4:01 remaining. Now 2nd and 10. So back to pass. Looking down the field, under some pressure. Twaddell is there, and O'Brien takes him down with authority for the sack. O'Brien now, it's got to be his 4.5, 5th sack on the season. Loss on the play of about 5 yards. He spun him out of bounds, so it stopped the clock. Now we got a 3rd and we'll call it 15.
Yep, so loss of 5, technically. Back to the 39 from the low, it looks like.
So the Wolverines defense not wanting to give up a first down in the last 4 minutes of this contest. In the shotgun. is Taylor. Delivering the low snap. Back under pressure. Hobel, Joe in pursuit. Throws it down there. Throws it up. Got his man. What a catch. Highlight reel catch. He laid it out. Number 3, Rumbold, all the way down to the 2-yard line. 36-yard pass play. He got behind the coverage.
Official timeout for
Yeah, I
Rumble.
think he's injured.
Yeah, Rumbold, the way he landed down there. But, folks,
What a catch.
one of the better catches we've seen. He laid it out there.
Yes, he did.
And give Taylor credit, put it the ball. Double coverage down there.
And I'm going to give credit. I'm going to say it. Da-da-da, da-da-da. That was definitely a Sports Center
Yep,
there.
that would be a highlight. Could be a
Yeah.
highlight reel catch. But, unfortunately, he injured himself on the play, so we have this official injury timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout with it. Be right back. Welcome back, folks, after that terrific 36-yard catch by Rumbold, who got shaken up on the play a little bit, but he came off the field with his own power, and I think he said, was that a catch? You know, he got credit for the catch. So 1st and goal, and there's your push into no. Yes, the sideline judge did give him the touchdown. So 3:27 remaining. On the keeper was Taylor and got pushed into the end zone for the touchdown. 13-18, extra point forthcoming. And I don't know, why don't you go for 2? And a field goal could tie you at least.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how good their kicker is, but here comes number 53 with the kick. It is a fake. Oh, blowed it dead. Blowed it dead. Flagged immediately.
Thad, I think you just answered your own question.
Yep.
I think you answered your own question.
No, they were trying to. Yeah, they wanted to.
trying to go for the fake.
Go for 2 on the fake. Going to march it back 5 yards for the illegal procedure. So now the ball's going to be what about the 7-8 yard line. So we'll see what they try to do here. The kicker came off the field, so it appears they're going to go for it.
Yeah, now you definitely go for it. Now there's no tricks.
Yep.
I like the passing game so far in the second half. Just throw it up.
Yep.
Maybe
They're
get a
able to
pass
get it.
interference, catch.
So Taylor, shotgun, throws it out there, throws it up there, and
Good
ball
defense.
falls incomplete. Credit Declan Gray back there in the far corner of that end zone to kind of just be in the way, break things up. So 3:27 remaining. We find ourselves in a 5-point game. The Wolverines leading 18-13. What's our timeout situation here, Dakota?
2-2.
2-2. Okay.
I'll answer for you, Dakota, on that one. Yeah,
That's
'cause it's
good.
right. It's right in front of me. Yeah,
I
2
say,
timeouts
you
each.
keep track of it.
You like how the Wolverines answered to what New
Yeah.
Brighton has done with the touchdown.
I like how both teams have kind of fought back in this fourth quarter.
They
That third
have,
quarter
they have.
lulled me to sleep. Not gonna lie.
It did. It did. But give the Lions credit.
Yeah.
You know, they're coming
They
in
could
here
have given
without
up.
a win.
Yes,
and
sir.
they kept trying and kept going and was able to get some things done, and the big play helped with that.
Do we assume an onside? I know both teams have 2 timeouts, 3 minutes. There's still enough time there, but I'm assuming onside here. It's tough. Maybe a squib and try to maybe
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I'm
something like
thinking.
20 yards or something like that.
I know if I'm the front line of the Wolverines on this kickoff, my hands are ready to go. And
There you
it
go.
is, and let it go. Oh,
And that was a quick whistle.
no, I think they were offsides.
That's what I think as well. And then they have – anytime it's onside, they'll blow it quickly because they don't want anybody getting hit
Right.
randomly.
Right. So the flag was thrown about the time he kicked the ball.
Yep. And I think you nailed it there, Thad. I think they were offsides.
So
And this would be against the kicking team.
yes, it would. Yes, it would. Get a march.
Back to never.
No, the
It was
Wolverines.
against Ellwood.
It was against
The
Ellwood.
Wolverines were offsides.
Wow. then
They can't cross 10 yards. Can't? How's that?
no,
work?
no. But I'm surprised they blew that down then.
Yes, I am too.
Okay.
Try it again. Here's the kick. Takes a big bounce. Gets up. Oh, good play by Curie. He got leveled, but good heads-up play there by number 5, the freshman, Daylon Curie, to just go up there and get that ball because there was Lions all around him. So he recovers the ball at the New Brighton 35-yard line. So 3:26 remaining, ball on the 35-yard line. Both teams have both timeouts remaining. Ellwood City wanting to get a first down. New Brighton not wanting to let them get that. And however they can do to stop the clock. There's a handoff there. Up the middle he goes. Dante Pierce gets a nice, no, that was Patterson. Patterson with his first run of the night over the right side, keeps his legs turning forward, picks up about 6 on the play. Ball at the 41-yard line. Now if you're Chris Smiley of the Wolverines, you watch that back judge and let that play clock get down as far as you can.
Yep. Under 3 minutes.
There's a handoff. Weaving his way through is Elijah. Gets over to 50 and goes out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Picked up 12 yards on that play, but more importantly, moved the sticks for an Ellwood City first down.
The only knock.
Yeah, I know it.
Out of bounds. That's the only knock. But
Yep.
again, 13 yards at a first down.
And when you have the play clock, when the game clock's running,
Yeah.
Don't need to hurry up that play. In my
Agreed. I agree with you.
You could have ran another 20 seconds off that clock in a one-score game. You don't want to give New Brighton any extra seconds.
Yep.
But just score on this drive and it's over. So Smiley this time. Hands off. Left side. Nowhere to run on that one.
And I was going to
as
say,
number 2, Trayvon Phillips,
if
gets in there for a 2-yard stop.
If New Brighton was smart, they would take a timeout anytime there's a negative play, and there you go.
Yep. Did they call a timeout?
They
did.
did.
Yes, they did. Okay, they have 1 remaining. 2:47 remaining in this contest. New Brighton uses their second timeout. They have 1 remaining.
Who was on the tackle there by chance?
Number 2,
Thank
Phillips.
You. Thank you.
Phillips, one of the 5 seniors on this team, standing at 6'0", 165, has made his presence known here tonight on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Once again, folks, remember, check out of our Facebook page, ecwolverines.com. Of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. But also, want to make mention again, we do have home games now. We know the field is going to be done for next Friday night. And then the final game of the season, Riverside.
Senior night.
And senior night. But the concession stand will be open. They just need some help.
They need help.
If you can reach out to the Ellwood City Facebook page, if you can help out in the concession stands. I know a lot of times it's parents, but if you're alumni, want to come back so parents can watch their kids play, they'd love to have the help.
You do need your clearances, though. That's the only thing I'm going to add. You do need clearances.
You sure about that?
Yes, 100%. Because
Okay.
I got the
Second
email
and
with
11.
that.
Okay, 2nd and 11, handoff to Elijah, picks his way through the middle. But once again, a nice shoestring tackle there by number 55, Reynolds. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Wolverines. 2:30 on that clock. And they're just wanting to let that clock be their friend and keep it rolling.
I will just say quickly, if you need your clearances, they can be found on the district website.
Yes,
There you
can.
go. So this time, he's waiting for that back judge to raise that hand to know he's got 5 seconds remaining. Smart playing here now. Awaits. There's the hand goes up. Now 5 seconds. Hand off. Dante Pierce. Oh, got his legs taken out from underneath him by number 2, Phillips, once again disrupting things. He had a bit of a lane there and a head of steam, but only a 1-yard gain. So now a minute 57, and New Brighton calls their final timeout, leaving the Wolverines with this 4th down. And Coach Bradley, there's a flashback.
And not that you brought it up, just want to give an update on there because I know that was put out there. Unfortunately, Don Phillips did officially resign from East Liverpool.
Oh, he did?
Over in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was for personal reasons. He decided to hang it up, and I don't want to talk for him. I don't want to speak for him, but I have a feeling that may be his official last game.
Right.
I think he's at that age where he's like, listen, let me in my glory. Because I tell you what, you want to talk about a coach from Beaver County area? Whoo, he was a big one.
Yep, he's been around a long time and been with a lot of programs. We're referring to Coach Don Phillips, and I just had a flashback and called Coach Bradley Coach Phillips. I was going to say Coach Bradley was speaking with his sophomore quarterback, Chris Smiley, on the sidelines.
Dan and Don, it's pretty darn close. 4th down here.
Yeah, their names both have vowels in them.
Yes, they
so
do.
anyway, Phillips and Bradley. So big 4th down here, and in punt formation is the Wolverines with 1:57 remaining.
I'm surprised they're not bringing everybody and just quick kick.
They do get some pressure, and there's a kick, and taking there at the 15-yard line, and just
good, smart move.
fumbled.
Oh, it's still loose. It's still loose.
They're not giving them possession
No,
yet.
they're not.
The official was right there on top of it. He says it's New Brighton, but
Okay.
I don't quite understand. Rumbold got the ball, and it bounced. He picked it up, and I would have picked it up too. You got 1:50 left. Let's see what
Agreed.
happens. And slipped out of his fingertips, but alertly he fell on top of it. So we've seen the Lions have some 30-yard pass plays and throw. Right now, I think if you're the Wolverines defense, keep that pressure on in the front. But I know you don't want to hear a prevent defense, but don't let anybody behind you.
And the key thing is for Taylor Jr., 174 yards passing, all in the second half.
Yes. Yeah, I had like 22 in the first half, I do believe.
Yep.
So back to pass. Still some pressure. Flips it out there to number 3, Rumbold. Goes around that right side. Gets it down to about the 26-yard line. He ran a long way to gain about 8 yards. 2nd down and 2, 1:35.
I believe number 39 on the tackle for the Wolverines.
O'Brien.
Declan O'Brien.
So Taylor in the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the left. Tries that quick pass in the middle. And that taken down there by Mariacher. That's going to be a 1st down. Stop the clock. Well, no, they keep the clock rolling. They don't even have the chain set yet. 1:11 remaining. Ball at the 30-yard line. Wolverines defense got to stay tight here. Taylor giving some direction. O'Brien lurking around that left side. Taylor now throws it down. A ball. It's intercepted by Mariacher. The one-armed beast.
You just said it
Gets
right.
it.
The
A late
one-armed
flag.
beast.
The other flag comes in, but the senior, Mariacher, he's got the cast on the left hand. That's why we're not seeing him on the offensive side of the ball as much. But what a one-handed grab.
Beast. The one-armed beast. That's got to stick.
So, but we got flags after the interception. Credit Taylor. He was trying to get, and the Wolverines were kind of letting him have that middle of the field. Another helmet hit.
Yeah, that
Against the Wolverines.
illegal hit, shall we say?
Yeah,
but it
call
was
it a legal
after.
hit.
It was after the interception.
And New Brighton out of timeouts with 54 seconds remaining. Mariacher, and he's getting the high fives as he's going to the sidelines because he knows he just sealed this game up for the Wolverines. Wolverines now just hold on the ball. I think 2 knees, you got this done. One of the favorite formations when your team's doing the victory formation. Smiley gets the ball, takes a knee, let that clock wind. One more snap, and this game's in the books. Great game here tonight. I thought we'd see a good game. 2 teams, just one win between the 2 of them. This will be the first conference win for the Wolverines in about 3.5 years, 28 games. And the Wolverines get their 2nd win of the season, the first in conference. And that's going to do it as he takes the knee. Let the celebration begin. The Wolverines get their 2nd win of the season. Call the mayor, leave the lights on. We're partying till the sun comes up. Wolverines 18-13 over the New Brighton Lions.
And now we can officially say the record has been broken. 27 conference game losing streak out the books.
Yes, it is. A clock strike 0. That is the official end of the game. Hard-fought game here by both teams. Brad's going to compile some stats. As I said, shortened post-game version tonight. But congratulations to the Wolverines. Their record now with 2 wins and 4 losses. New Brighton will be traveling next week. I'm not sure to where, but they will be looking for their first win of the season as well. Some great playing here. The running game was in full force tonight. Elijah Palmer McCain, we're going to hear him that he went over the 200-yard mark. Dante Pierce doing it on the ground as well. And the big play to seal the deal was Brighton Mariacker, the senior, with the interception. Don't forget, next week we'll have girls volleyball from the Ellwood City Big Gym on Tuesday night. We'll be traveling up to Neshannock for the junior high game, middle school game on Wednesday. Thursday night, the Ellwood City girls volleyball team is away. And then Friday, season opener, home opener, whatever you want to call it. Week 7, nonetheless. But get out there, mark your calendars, be there next Friday night at Ellwood City. Historic night as we unveil the new field. Brad, back to you.
All right, so final score here from Oak Hill Field, 18-13, the Wolverines with the victory. Some game stats. First down, 16-8 in favor of the Wolverines. Total yards rushing 299 to 7.
Wow.
Passing 104 to 195 in favor of New Brighton. They came on in the late fourth quarter there. Total offensive plays, 68 plays for 403, 48 plays for 202. Number of penalties, galore, 18 tonight. Wolverines 11 of 124. New Brighton 7 of 55. Third downs, Wolverines 3 of 14. New Brighton 2 of 10. Fourth downs, 2 of 5 for Wolverines, 0 for 4. For New Brighton. So if you combine that all, the total conversions on the night, 7 of, if I can count, 33. Turnovers, that last one gave the Wolverines the edge, 3-2, so they're going to be +1 in the next couple of weeks here. That's 2 games in a row, in fact, of plus on the turnover ratio. Rushing-wise for the New Brighton Lions, Kevin Williams, 7 carries, 21 yards. Flip side, Elijah Palmer McCain, 32 carries, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns, along with 63, an average of 7.2. And also Dante Pierce, 10 carries, 65 yards. Ethan Peterson, 1 carry there at the end, 7 yards. Passing-wise, Brian Taylor Jr., 10 of 18, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, along with 41, and a total of $189 there. Flip side, Chris Smiley, 8 of 20, 1 interception, 104, along with 32. Receiving, Elijah Palmer McCain, 2 for 49. So if you take those 49 yards and add it on, Elijah Palmer McCain tonight, 280 yards on the offensive side. Gavin Partridge, 3 for 26. Daylon Curry, 2 of 24. Kyler Rumbold, 5 of 94. Just missed that 100-yard mark. 1 touchdown. Michael Vion, 4 catches, 50 yards. And then Darrell Rogers Jr., 1 of 41 yards. So there are your stats. Points-wise, all 18 points tonight. Elijah Palmer McCain. So there you go on that end. Defensively, Wolverines were led by Brighton Mariacker, MVP of the night, if you ask me, truly down the stretch. I know Elijah Palmer McCain had those rushing yards. Offensively, Elijah Palmer McCain. Defensively, Brighton Mariacker with that interception. He had 12 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, of a total of 9 yards, 1 sack on the night for 5 yards, and that interception return for 12 yards as well. Flip side, Xander Reynolds, 10 tackles for New Brighton, and Trayvon Phillips, 9 tackles as well. So there are your game stats. Couple out-of-town scores, and we'll wrap it up here. Aliquippa did defeat Blackhawk 54-3. Neshannock is up big on Freedom 32-0 fourth quarter. How about this, folks? Union beats and upsets Rochester 6-0 final. Chartiers Valley does defeat Newcastle 22-13, and the one across the pond, Western Beaver 49-15 up on Riverside. That take us out.
Well, great game tonight. As always, you can re-watch this game anytime at our YouTube channel and at the ecwolverines.com website. Folks, what a great game here tonight. Our first conference win in quite some time. Next Friday night, let's fill the stadium up. Let's fill it up, folks. Only 2 home games to see these Wolverines and send these seniors off in the final 2 games with a great, great crowd there. So on behalf of the Dakota.
Just real quick, reminder, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, come out to Moravia Presbyterian Church for our 9th Annual Fall Festival from 10 to 5.
Yep, 10 to 5. Should be a good time down there. Corner intersection of 168 and Route 18 just on the other side of Wampum. Folks, on behalf of cameraman Dakota Marshall, producer, engineer, almost see him have implode here tonight at the start of the game when we couldn't go live, but we did. Brad Windhorst, you do great stuff, Brad. And also check out Brad's write-up here in the next day or 2 about the game tonight. Doing a great job with that, Brad. I can't say it enough.
Thank
and
you.
myself, Thad Sturgeon. We hope you have enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.